DanielELieberman, The Story of the Human Body, Evolution, Health, and Disease. Embark on an intriguing journey through the history of human evolution and learn how our bodies have adapted over time. In the book summary of The Story of the Human Body, Evolution, Health, and Disease by DanielELieberman. Through this captivating read, you will discover fascinating insights into natural selection, bodily adaptations, and the rise and consequences of agriculture and the Industrial Revolution on our health. The book also delves into the phenomenon of mismatch diseases, born from the conflicts between contemporary lifestyles and our ancient bodies, and presents suggestions on how we can adapt our environment to alleviate the health issues caused by these disparities.
Understanding Darwin's Theory. In 1859, Charles Darwin shook the world with his book on the origin of species, which explains the theory of natural selection. The driving force behind evolution, according to Darwin, is natural selection, which can be broken down into three components: variability, genetic heritability, and differential reproductive success. While negative selection favors the status quo, adaptation comes into play when dramatic environmental changes occur. This leads to the development of new heritable traits that help individuals to adapt to new surroundings. An example of large-scale environmental change is climate change, which triggers evolutionary adaptation. Walking upright, the key to human evolution. Our human evolutionary path began when our ancestors began walking upright, which made us the dominant species on Earth. While we lost some abilities, such as strength and agility, we gained efficiency and the ability to travel longer distances. This adaptation was crucial during times of intense climate change and drought, when we needed to cover greater distances to find food. Walking upright turned out to be a distinct benefit, making us great at finding the resources we needed to survive and reproduce. The evolution of human diet. Chimpanzees spent half their waking hours chewing fibrous food items like palm fruits and wild figs. On the other hand, humans' evolutionary journey took a significant step after their Australopith ancestors started eating a diverse range of food, including plant stems, seeds, and tubers. Unlike chimpanzees, Australopiths were less picky about what they ate, which allowed them to rely on secondary food sources during scarcity. This behavior led them to dig the earth, where they found calorie-rich and nutritious roots, tubers, and bulbs, opening up new food avenues. The passage highlights the significance of how we find food and how diversifying our diet boosts nutrition. The evolution of early humans. Around 1.9 million years ago, Homo erectus roamed the earth and quickly spread across Africa and Eurasia as the first hunter-gatherer. This lifestyle was based on four components: hunting for meat, gathering edible plants, food processing, and cooperation. Homo erectus evolved a tall, slender body, long legs with thick bones, more sweat glands for cooling, and a long nose for humidifying air intake. These traits allowed for long-distance treks and efficient respiration. The use of tools like sharp stones for meat cutting and pounding tubers also made digestion more efficient and yielded more calories. The division of labor and cooperation set early humans apart from other apes. Evolution of early humans. Our early human hunter-gatherer ancestors developed larger brains due to the access of better food sources, leading to a change in their bodies. During the Ice Age, having large brains and fatty bodies helped humans survive. However, slow brain growth and the need for constant energy lead to the evolution of storing surplus energy as fat. These developments pushed early humans towards modern man. The rise of modern humans. Modern humans emerged in Africa 200,000 years ago and rapidly spread across continents. Their behavioral and cultural differences separated them from archaic humans. The population of the H. sapiens group from which we descended was just 14,000 individuals. But it was behavior that set them apart, as evidenced by their long-distance trade and development of complex social networks. The Upper Paleolithic era, beginning around 50,000 years ago, marked the emergence of a new culture that utilized more efficient tools, included new foods in their diet, and created symbolic art. These factors allowed our modern human ancestors to outcompete their Neanderthal counterparts. The pros and cons of agriculture. Agriculture was the solution to supplementing the diets of hunter-gatherers, and though it brought a reliable source of sustenance, it also created problems such as famine and disease. According to Jared Diamond, agriculture was the worst mistake in the history of the human race. Despite its grueling nature and the poorer diets of farmers, agriculture caught on because it provided a consistent source of sustenance for the growing population. Agriculture emerged independently in various locations, such as China, Mesoamerica, the Andes, and Africa. The Earth's warmer climate after the Ice Age created ideal conditions for farming, which was an answer to a pressing question of supplementing the diets of groups with extra mouths to feed. However, this created a vicious feedback loop where food surpluses led to population increases, which increased the importance of farming for covering the food needs of early humans. The integration of cattle, sheep, goats, and pigs into farming led to the all-consuming nature of agriculture, where hunting was largely abandoned a millennium after its emergence. However, relying on a narrow diet of limited staple crops such as wheat or corn could lead to nutrient deficiencies and illnesses like scurvy, goiter, and anemia. Moreover, farmers relying on surplus crops could experience food shortages brought on by war or consecutive poor harvests, leading to horrific famines. With agricultural populations growing quickly, diseases like leprosy, tuberculosis, influenza, smallpox, and plague thrived in dense settlements, unlike their hunter-gatherer counterparts. In conclusion, while agriculture managed to provide a reliable source of calories, it also brought problems such as famine and disease. Industrial Revolution and its effects. The Industrial Revolution led to significant changes globally, including population growth and advancements in medicine and sanitation. However, it was initially a source of hardship for workers, with low pay and dangerous working conditions. While working conditions have improved in the developed world, the developing world still lags behind. Nevertheless, the revolution paved the way for many important discoveries, such as pasteurization, vaccines, and modern amenities like toilets and refrigeration. Despite the many comforts these innovations have brought, they have also contributed to the rise of morbidity. The Mismatch Dilemma. The Industrial Revolution has brought about a tremendous change in society. However, our biological bodies, programmed to thrive in prehistoric times, haven't caught up. This mismatch has led to a host of modern-day lifestyle ailments like obesity and type 2 diabetes. The cheap and easily available processed foods high in sugar and starch are a major cause of visceral fat accumulation. The shift in lifestyle also leads to a lack of exercise, further aggravating the situation. The article highlights the disturbing rise in cases of metabolic diseases and heart problems as a result of this mismatch. The importance of exercise. Our bodies are designed to regenerate and strengthen bones through physical activity. Children who don't exercise enough may develop fragile bones. Adults who skimp on movement are at risk of developing osteoporosis, a disease in which bones become extremely brittle. Lack of exercise, vitamin D, and calcium deficiencies heighten the risks. Having to remove wisdom teeth is also traced back to inadequate exercise. Early humans had diets that required lengthy chewing, stressing the jaws and face, but modern humans consume highly processed food that does not give our jaws the workout they need to develop properly. It is crucial to make physical activity a part of our everyday life to keep our bones strong and healthy, regardless of age. Healthier lives, happier bodies. Modern society has created a mismatch between our bodies and the environment we live in, leading to mismatched diseases like type 2 diabetes and osteoporosis. Physical activity and healthy eating habits could help prevent 70% of all illnesses, including cardiovascular disease. The pitfalls of changing one's habits are well known, but the solution might be changing the living environments to encourage healthier lifestyles. Government regulations like banning junk foods and sugar substitutes and constructing buildings that encourage exercise can help in this regard. Changing our environment has the potential to save billions and promote healthier, happier people.
In The Story of the Human Body, Evolution, Health, and Disease, Daniel E. Lieberman presents an engrossing overview of the evolution of the human body and its adaptive changes over time. By shedding light on the mismatch between the modern world and our historical bodies, the book emphasizes the necessity for us to adapt our environment or improve our habits for a healthier future. It is evident from various studies mentioned in the book that prevention of many diseases is possible by incorporating healthier dietary choices, regular exercise, and improving our living environment. Although the drive towards a better lifestyle may be challenging, it is an essential step to ensure we live healthier and happier lives in harmony with our evolutionary heritage.